Hello, my name is Allison Field, and I want to welcome you to my Create Your Blank vlog, where I share stories, tips, and tools about tuning into your energy and having it work for you instead of against you. So, this month's topic is motherhood in honor of Mother's Day for May. And I love this topic so much. And why would it be important to manage our energy? So, moms do a lot, and that is such an understatement. And it is so important for moms to sort of become aware of their energy so that they can use their knowledge of their energy to support them in shifting situations just like that, really, literally. And so when you can become aware of your own energy and how that's affecting yourself and those around you, you can then decide how you want to proceed. And so that's why I love sharing the energy levels about anything. So this month is all about motherhood. And our I coach around energy leadership, and energy leadership is all about your perspectives and your attitudes and about different situations and different things. And so those perspectives and attitudes totally affect our motherhood experience. And they're most of the time derived from our own experience with our own mothers. And so, even though it may be uh, unconscious or buried in your subconscious, it's still, until you make a conscious choice to do something differently, you're probably going to maybe have some of the same patterns. So it's good to just note when that shows up, and then you have an opportunity to look and see what might there be for you to shift if that's an interest for you. So I'll dive into the energy levels, and if you have any questions, as always, put them in the comments, and I'm happy to respond to those. So energy level 1 is when we have a sort of a victim energy in motherhood. So it would be signs that you're operating from this level is, I can't do this. I'm doing this all wrong. I'm a terrible mother. I'm never going to be a better mother. I'm never going to get control of my kids. It's always the notion that I lose for whatever situation it is. And that can feel really hard when you're experiencing that. And some common uh, thoughts and feelings at the level is, our feelings is, defeat, lethargy, depression. All of those feelings will pop up when you're experiencing thoughts that are running through your head of, I lose, I'm never going to get better at it. And so that can be really self-defeating for us. So, and that impacts your children and the rest of your family and you in a big way. And has you not acting or operating from a level that maybe you want to operate from. And so it's good to notice when that is occurring. Um, Energy level 2 is all about conflict. So as a mom, there's constant conflict. You're trying to get your kids to do stuff. They're not doing it. You're yelling at them. You're angry. You're frustrated. Some of the thoughts are, my kids are never going to do it right. They're never going to listen to me. It's a conflict between you and your children. And so what can occur is some vacillation between 2 and 1, feeling like a victim and then feeling like, there's a conflict. Now, keep in mind, the energy level 2 is all about I win. Energy level 1 is I lose. Energy level 2 is I win. You kids are not doing what I'm saying, what I want. You guys are losing. Y'all are punished. Y'all go to your room, whatever it might be. But the energy is I win. You as a mother, I win. So keep that in mind. Level 3 is taking responsibility for your energy. It's realizing, things are not going well. I'm having trouble, my kids are having trouble, and I want to take responsibility and do something differently. And that's how level 3 can show up, is when you can start to take responsibility, you start seeing some avenues for action that you could take. Now, keep in mind though, level 3 is all about, you're coping with it and putting up with it. You're not really in a space of, you want to take responsibility for it, but you're not actually doing anything to move it forward. You're just sort of pushing aside, my kids will survive. My kids are, will do okay. It'll all work out in the end, but you're still feeling a little bit constricted and probably still frustrated. So you might vacillate, between levels 1, 2, and 3 around, how motherhood is presenting itself for you. Level 4 is all about caring and giving energy. It's very much a motherhood energy. It's all about giving to the other person, caring, being compassionate. It's all about they win, not you, but they win. The kids win. So moms will do this, and moms, keep in mind that a lot of vacillation I find working with my clients is vacillation between levels 4 and 1 or 4 and 2. Because if you give to your kids, they're not doing what you want, then you're going to drop down into either level 1, feeling a victim to, they're never going to listen to me, or level 2, there's a conflict and it's not going to get better. Level 4 is, so you want to balance your own self-care with the care with your children. And that's when true level 4 energy is exhibiting itself. Level 5 is opportunity energy. So level 5 is all about creating a win-win with your kids. I did Love and Logic. I taught Love and Logic workshops for years. And one of the keys was always giving your child choices between A and B, both of which are acceptable to you, but it allows a child to make a decision and a choice. It has them feeling empowered. It builds confidence for them. And both options are okay with you. So it doesn't matter which one they choose. It is a win-win. And level 5 is all about win-win. What's the opportunity? What's the possibility? How can we both win? And then level 6 is you're using your intuitive energy in motherhood. It's realizing that kids are going to be kids. Kids are going to, make mistakes. I don't even like to use the word make mistakes, but they're going to do things. And in the path of growing and learning and expanding, they're going to make some missteps. And it's all about you as a mom realizing that you're there in the background for support. They're going to do their thing, and it's all connected. It's all divine. And you can use your own maternal intuition to sort of guide you to, what might be the next steps to take if you're unsure about, whatever is happening. So level 6 is all about using that inner wisdom as a parent and trusting your intuition to guide you with the next steps, and using Gus, which, if you know me, Gus is God, universe, and spirit, and so whatever you call it, your higher self, using your skills, tapping into your angel team, your spirit guide team, and asking for support. Try that on if you're at your wit's end and you're not able to reach your children, or you don't know what the next best thing to do is. Trust yourself, ask for guidance. Our angels and guides are ready and willing to help and support us in whatever it is we need. And so if we just take a few minutes, it doesn't take much time. You could just quiet your mind and body, do some deep breaths, connect with your spirit, and ask, what's the next best step for me? And that's a really cool way to get some guidance and support around what you might need. Level 7 is absolute passion and unconditional love. There are no blocks. There are no, there's nothing to evaluate. It's complete unconditional love. It's really God love, I feel, and it's love at the highest level. And so modeling that connection with your children, that spiritual connection with your children, can be very helpful, and you can support them them connecting to their spirit team, however you choose to do it. This is not a religious thing, but more of a spiritual connection. So you can support your children in establishing that their guides are always available within themselves and they can always ask for support. And then they just have to listen and get the answers. And so practical steps to raise your energy. So first of all, quick energy shifting techniques is number one, you don't have to shift unless you're ready. Unless you want to do something different, and maybe it feels really super hard and you want to make a shift and a change. I find one of the quickest ways of getting all your feelings out and really understanding them, because I don't know about you, but my feelings get all jumbled up. And sometimes it's really hard for me to put a label on it or understand what exactly is going on until I start to journal. And I write down all my feelings and just get it out on paper. And then you'll start to see some connections and some avenues of maybe things you can choose to do differently. And in your journal writing, start to notice what energy level you're operating from. And it'll be easy for you, now that you know what they are, to recognize what energy level you are at and perhaps where you want to go. And then just take small, steps towards learning to recognize, become aware of your energy, learn how to shift it. And you can always respond to this vlog to get more information, or if you have questions, you can also join our Create Your Magic Facebook community. We put some tips in there. If you want or need one-on-one coaching for me, I think that all that information will be in the show notes. So tune in, stay tuned for the second vlog of this month is going to be all about how do you want to do motherhood. And so I'll talk a lot about energy interplay between the energy levels and intention setting around what kind of mom you actually want to be. So hope to see you next time. I hope you have a beautiful day, and thanks so much for watching.